everybody? Welcome back to another episode of It's All Other Podcast. I'm your host, Ronnie from Jersey, and with me, as always, is my man, Jeremy, the producer. Deuce, what's cooking?
What's up?
We are brought to you by Golficity, folks. Check them out. Frank and Mike doing big things, making big moves, giving away Titleist hats. I would have liked to. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. Titleist is sending all types of stuff to our friends, Frank and Mike, and they're doing big things at Golficity. So, I mean, if you're listening to us, you most likely know about them. But if you don't, check them out. Do what you got to do. Folks, we have a huge show, big show, good show. I think a solid show. We don't have slow-mo, so Jeremy is back on the controls, so that's okay. He's got a little stomach bug, he said. I might have to pop into his house and see if he really has a stomach bug. I don't know what's going on. We're shooting early Monday morning. I mean, some people got the case on the Mondays. I'm kind of thinking maybe slow-mo's got the case on the Mondays. But anyway, we're missing him here. So, yeah, so we got we got a show. We're going to recap the players, right? We're going to talk about how to play with water. You know, water is a very psychological thing. A lot of people are really deathly afraid when they see water on a hole of a golf course. So we're going to give you, our opinions on what we do to avoid the water, to either go after it or what. And I got a couple of tricks that I use in my head to psych myself up to really kind of block out the water. So we're going to talk about that because there's so much water that went on this past week at the Players. I mean, it was like 50-something balls, I think, went into the water.
Yeah, it was a lot of water.
It was bananas, right? So then we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to go into the little Honda Classic. We're going to talk about the Bear Trap, folks. Bear Trap. I got a couple of things that we're the Bear Trap. We're talking about the Bear Trap. PGA National. That's the Honda Classic. That's this week. Masters is right around the corner. We got, so I think we're good. It's good. So we're going to get into it, and we got a lot of calls to get to. You heard me, all right? I yelled at everybody, kind of called out a few people, and we got a few people to call in. So we're excited about that. I think we got four, right? Four? You tell me 4 callers?
No, we got 4 that we're going to play today, but we got a whole bunch. You got like 10 or something.
That's nuts that you didn't even put the number on the screen last week, and we got a lot of calls.
We said it.
So anyway, we're excited. We're going to get to those. But first, we're going to, little quick word from our sponsor. You all know how we love our friends over at Towel Tag. Not only are they the best damn towel holder on the market, but they're also introducing the Hole-in-One Club. And here's how it works. You head over to TowelTag.com, all right? You upload anything you got, pictures, dates, times, scorecards, whatever you got. You got a picture of the ball in the hole with your foot, a little foot in the picture. They're going to enshrine you on the Wall of Fame at that Towel Tag headquarters, and they're going to commemorate this amazing feat with a towel tag, customized with everything you want on it to show your friends, your playing mates, your partners, whatever, that you, and only you, have had a hole-in-one. I had one. No witnesses, but we're not going to tell anybody that. I had one. If you had one, contact Towel Tag on the website, TowelTag.com. Be sure to enter coupon code ITL for exclusive deals and offers, right, whenever you're there. But check them out, folks. We love our Towel Tag. It's the best damn towel holder on the market, folks. I said it once. Get that country club feel without paying for the country club with our friends at TowelTag.com. Now back to the show. Welcome back. All right, folks. If you're new to the channel, if you're new to the show, if you just so happen to find us, welcome. All right, hit the subscribe button. Follow us. The Instagram. We got the merch shop over at the Instagram and the tree. So stick around. We have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun here every Thursday morning. We give it to you. We give you some excitement. We have some crazy takes on some things, and we tell a lot of stories. So, if you're joining us for the first time, like I said, thanks, welcome, subscribe, and if you've been here before, thanks for coming back. We love having you.
Yeah.
So, as you can see, in the bottom corner of the screen is the call-in number. Call in any time of day. If you want to really, you want to annoy Jeremy, the producer, call him at 2 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't matter. I mean,
I'm up anyway.
You are up, but anyway, it goes. So yeah, leave us a voicemail. We're gonna play the voicemails on the show. We're gonna answer your questions. If you got questions, comments, you want to tell us about a course, about a bad round, about a guy that you played with on the course that was ridiculous. If you got anything you want to vent. You got questions for me you want to answer about anything we talked about in the past? Whatever, it's up to you. Just leave a voice message. We'll play it. We'll respond to it on the show.
Hear your voice on the show.
You get to hear your voice on the show. I mean, that's why people call into radio shows. I call in the radio shows on a regular basis on the WFAN, on the ESPN radio. It doesn't matter. I call in all the time because I like hearing my voice. Not because they really care about what the people say.
Right.
Because whatever.
Right.
I like calling to kind of like call them out on things and to hear my own voice. So if you want to do that, please feel free. Call us out.
This first one's from Manny.
Manny, my man, Manny!
Manny's a fellow New Jersey native. Met a couple times. PGA Superstore.
Right, at the opening. My man Manny was at the opening, right? Yeah.
What's up, guys? It's Manny from Jersey. Just calling to say what's up. Say hello. I've heard my name twice already on the show. Ronnie's been wanting me to call. I love you guys. You guys make an exciting Thursday mornings go pretty good. On the way home from work. Looking forward to Saturday, my first round with my son.
Oh, nice.
Spooky Blue Golf Course in Somerset County.
All right, Somerset.
Looking forward to it. Hope you guys have a good day, the rest of the weekend. And looking forward to meeting you guys soon and maybe playing around. Take care.
My man Manny. We definitely got to play with Manny.
Yeah, Manny's a good guy.
We got to play with Manny.
Met him once or twice, I think.
Manny, we met him at the PGA show.
Yeah, I don't know where else. You said you saw him one time?
At an outing. I
Yeah.
saw him at an outing. Yeah, he was doing he was working. He was working the outing. He does the color guard stuff. He was pretty cool. He's the marching band stuff for the NYC the 9/11 thing. We do an outing here in Jersey all the time, and every year, and the proceeds go to the wounded fund for some of the firefighters and police that were wounded during 9/11. So it's a really cool tournament, and Manny was there. And, hooked his son up with a pair of cleats. We talked about that, with a pair of shoes that I was sent to us, and it didn't fit me. But Manny's a good guy. Really like Manny. Got to play with him now. I can't wait to play with him. He's a good dude, so I appreciate him calling in.
Me, you, and his son.
Absolutely. We got to set that up. We got to do that this year. That's on the goal of things to do this year. It's on the list. Play around with our man Manny. But no, appreciate you listening to the show. We definitely called him out. You know, I said, where's everybody? Where are the usuals? Where's our man Manny? I called him out, and he called in, so I appreciate that, Manny. I can't wait to play with you and your son.
Twice. Looks all right. So we got Brian calling from Utah.
Johnny, Utah. All right,
Utah.
let's go, Brian. What do you say?
What's up, Ronnie from New Jersey and Jerry producer, JTP.
Yeah.
My name's Ryan Hickson, just calling in.
Oh, Ryan.
You know,
Brian
from
is
Utah,
I guess.
Farmington, Utah to be exact, and getting some beautiful weather down here, getting a chance to play.
Lucky you.
Actually, work at a golf course down here, so I'll get some free golf. Nothing better.
Nothing better.
Just wanted to call in and say hi. Keep it up. Love the great content. Looking forward to see some more content on the YouTube channel here in the next few months once the weather gets better up in New Jersey, and keep it inside the leather.
My man. Keep
So-
it inside the leather.
I had to say,
Is it Ryan or Brian?
I think it
I
said
think
Brian.
it said Brian on the translation, but I think it was Ryan. I think he said Ryan.
Bro, I worked at a golf course for 3 years, and there is nothing better than working at a golf course and playing some free golf.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, you get to play whenever you want, really, right? End of your shift is over, you go bang around out.
Literally, that's how it is.
That's great. Utah's beautiful, man. Utah's beautiful. I always love that. I love that Rodney Dangerfield joke about bring 'em young. It's out there in Utah. He goes, I don't care how you bring them, just bring them young.
Yeah.
It's probably
No idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, it's old school joke. Anyway, no, that's cool, man. I can't wait for the weather to turn.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the weather to turn up here. You know, Utah. We gotta play in Utah, man.
We gotta play everywhere, man. I'm playing Nashville.
God, Utah's fantastic. Yeah, that's right. You're going to Nashville next week,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, I can't wait, dude. A week
That's
from
pretty
today.
cool. A week
from today.
A week from the air date.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
today.
let's not get crazy. He tried telling me that he wasn't going to be here for the episode. I said, wait a minute.
No, I didn't say that.
You said we got to have to figure something out. I said, no, we don't. There's nothing really to figure out. You're leaving on Thursday. You're coming back on Sunday. You're here on Monday. We're good. Now, I got to go to Disney in April on Monday. So we're going to have to shoot on Friday that week. But we're good. We're good. Maybe I'm Ryan. So, yeah, we're waiting for the weather. I mean, I know Jeremy got
Bro, I played 5 rounds of
Jeremy
golf.
got 5 rounds in last week here in Jersey. We got hit with an unexpected kind of like heat wave, so to speak. You know, it was like all of a sudden it was like 70. Went from 35 during the
I
day
got a 10.
to 7. You did actually? I didn't. Yeah, I did notice that. You're a little charred up a little bit.
Can they see?
Yeah,
I don't think you can tell on
The
camera.
lights are kind of washing you out, but no, I mean it was a shame because like I couldn't play.
Yeah.
I couldn't get out a single day.
I asked
I
you.
got so busy with work, like all of a sudden out of the blue, I couldn't even leave my basement.
Yeah.
I remember a couple days, like maybe on Tuesday and then again on Wednesday, I had to leave the basement for the first time at either 2:30 to pick up my son from school or about 4 or 3:30 to pick up my daughter from daycare. And both times I walk out of the house and it was like, boom, it hit me right in the face, this hot heat weather. I was like, why couldn't I get out and play around? I'm so upset. But you know what? It would have been a tease.
I played for
Okay.
you.
It would have been a tease because, folks, here in New Jersey, we're getting hit with more snow.
No,
How does it
so
go
there's-
for? That's what they
That's
said.
what they say.
That's what they said Tuesday.
Now it's
Last
rain.
night-
It's rain. It's rain. It's
Oh,
rain.
it's rain now?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
good. Thank God. I don't want to have to
Sorry,
wait.
that's Nashville weather.
Oh, that's Nashville. Yeah, no, I heard Tuesday snow.
Tuesday 40% at 45 degrees though. It's a little.
Oh, that's not going
sus.
to. It can't snow at
No.
45 degrees.
Hey, you hear what's going
That's
on? You see what here is going on in South Jersey?
good. Oh, with the fires.
Wildfires.
Yeah, man, it jumped the parkway. I mean,
Yeah.
it jumped over the parkway. There were some hotels that were. I mean, shout out to everybody down there, man. Hope everybody's safe. That's just nutty because we had like 50-mile-an-hour winds here yesterday. Last night it was howling. I mean, it was howling. We had we used to have a tree in our backyard that we were kind of worried about it falling on the house because it was struck by lightning, and my wife freaked out about it. And we ended up getting it removed, and I'm kind of glad we did because it was nuts last night. But yeah, so hopefully this weather kind of turns and stays.
Quick.
It turned for a week. Everyone got a little fever. Everybody was outside. The kids were all outside playing in the neighborhood with shorts on, riding their bikes, going crazy. Everybody was loving it. Everyone's going for walks and then all of a sudden, boom, it's back down to the 30s.
27.
So we're not feeling
This
it.
call, I have no idea where it's coming from, who it's from, and
What do you mean?
I don't know who it is. I don't know who this is.
Oh, they didn't say their name?
Yo, first I want to say, hey, love the show. Hey, keep it up. My question for you all is, Callaway's latest commercials have been claiming to have more centered golf ball course than Titleist. Give me your thoughts. That's not the letter.
Is that Louis?
Let's go.
Is that Louis?
I don't know.
Is that Louis? Oh, wait a minute. First of all, if that's Louis, my man Louis, call it in. That's awesome. If it's not Louis, well, Louis, where you at? I mean, not for nothing. If that wasn't you, Louis, then Louis, you need to pick up the phone and dial the number that's right here on the corner of the screen. But whoever that was, call back or comment below and let us know your names. I want to give them a shout out, you know? I mean, but that was a good call.
Maybe you don't feel comfortable with dropping
That was
his
a
name.
good call. I mean, maybe not. I mean, give me a fake name. Give me something. Tell me it's Pete the plumber from Boston, Massachusetts.
He don't want to give out his government like that,
Hey, listen, it is what it is. But that sounded like Louis.
right?
That sounded like Louis.
Louis, let us know,
Louis, was that you, Louis? Come
What
on.
up,
We
guy?
got to investigate now. We have to trace the number. We have to call up I'm going to call in some favors to some law enforcement people. Get a track on that number. But no, the Callaway's, they're talking some smack out there,
Yeah, that
Callaway. They're
jailbreak.
trying to, is it called the jailbreak?
The jailbreak center face is like
That's-
crazy now.
That's what the Epic was, right?
Yeah.
The Epic came out with the
Yeah, but now
jailbreak.
their new jailbreak is like
What,
crazy.
what was in so what was in the Maverick? Was it still jailbreak, or did they just revamp the jailbreak and bring it back for?
It's
Because they
always-
brought the Epic back.
Yeah, it's always been jailbreak, but from what I understand, like they're really focusing on the jailbreak now. So the center of the face is with that jailbreak like plate. It looks something weird.
Isn't it got like the two bars behind it underneath,
Yeah.
and it really kind of helps to
Right.
kind of like.
Right. So
if
they're
you're-
having all those spokesperson, all their even Stephen Curry's out there taking pictures with a new green jailbreak piece that they're putting in their new driver. It's just revamped. It's like everything else. It's
It's amazing they got Steph Curry. I mean, it's like they're just crossing over. I mean, he's a great golfer.
scratch.
He's a
Better
great
than
golfer,
scratch.
and it's just cool. You just take a celebrity, that's not even golfer, and they're promoting golf equipment. Like
Right.
it's pretty bananas. But that's cool. I mean, yeah, no, I agree. I'm a Callaway guy. I don't like their drivers though. I mean, but I gotta try it.
I don't either.
I gotta give it a go because I will be. Probably we'll see. We'll see how my driver feels this year. Maybe midway I make a change. I don't know. My game plan is to not change my
Right.
driver this year or my 3-wood or my hybrid because I want to do it fully next year. I want to go in full, clean, buy all three all at once, keep my White Walker shafts, move into some new drivers and some 3-woods. I want to go one more year with my Ping Mizuno setup with the driver 3-wood hybrid, respectively. Yeah, so that's my man.
What's your hybrid?
What's that? My hybrid is a Mizuno. It's a Mizuno hybrid,
Is it really?
the ST190.
You ever use it?
I use it a bit. Yeah, I use it quite a bit. Yeah.
I don't remember.
I actually put 2 hybrids in the bag. Remember?
Yeah,
But
I
now
know
because I got the new Callaway, I got the 567 to the Callaway Apex, not the Pro. Right? We did the hybrid set. My 5 iron
set, it's
now.
called. Combo
the
set.
combo set, hybrid combo, whatever.
Combo.
The combo set now
Hybrid
that I got
set's like
the
your
5 iron from the Apex line goes almost 200. It's right around the 190 mark.
Nice. Cute.
So I don't need that second hybrid anymore. So the original 3 hybrid is in there. That's still my 215, 220 club.
Cute numbers.
Yeah, they're cute numbers. I heard you were you tried a new swing. You're doing your new swing that you worked with Keith.
Yeah, I tried it.
You worked with our friend Keith Jarvis.
Yeah, I'm trying it, but I gotta. There's some more revamping I have to do to it. Like I fully don't understand it yet.
Yeah. So folks, So Jeremy got a new swing, right? A little tweak. Keith Jarvis was on the show with us. He's our guy. He gave Jeremy a tip, to keep his wrist a little flexed, right? A little a la Dustin Johnson, right? To kind of help him not stop losing it right? But now, it's kind of over tweaked it a little bit, right? And now he's kind of hooking a little bit, right? So he's got to work it out. Any change is going to take a little. But he said that he lost some distance, like a whole club distance.
Yeah.
And he said to me today, he said, he goes, I was hitting my 9-iron 140, and that's unacceptable. And I'm sitting there going, that's how far my 9-iron goes. You're sitting here talking like it's unacceptable.
Because it doesn't. That's not what it is. Like.
What do you mean?
I can't accept the fact that I'm hitting an 8-iron one. Like this week I was hitting an 8-iron 155. I think at most it was going. Like that's not right at all.
You have a problem with that microphone, aren't you?
Yeah, big problem.
Tighten this thing here so it doesn't tighten this one here.
All right, let's go. But anyway, yeah, like my 8-iron, I groomed it to go a certain number. It's not going that number, and now it's not. Like I'm always gonna want my 8-iron to go 175, like how it is going. To lose almost 20 yards is crazy. Maybe it's the beginning of the season. I think half of that has to do at the beginning of the season, but still. Slowly towards the end of the week, the balls were starting to go back to a little bit normal. Like I was getting my 8-iron to 160, but.
Like, I wonder is it just comfortable? Like, are you just not comfortable with the new swing? Because all he changed was where your wrist was setting.
Right.
Your wrist would be cocked when it should be flexed or whatever it may be. And he made one little slight change, and why it's taking up that much speed. You're probably just not comfortable with it. Like
has to be.
They're really because he's not changing much of any. He didn't change anything else.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna give it another try, and if it's what it was last week, here's the thing though. This is why I'm not doing it or I'm not okay with it right now is because I went back to the normal swing and then everything went back to normal. Literally everything went back to normal.
But how was your dispersions? Were you hitting?
They were tight. Yeah, they were tight.
So.
It was.
Wow. We gotta talk to Keith. We gotta get Keith in again. We gotta figure it out.
I'm gonna call him.
We should probably call him. Yeah, we should probably give him a call and say, "Hey, Keith, listen. Deuce has been working on this here little tweak, and it's cutting off that much yards. I mean, he might tell you why that is. I mean,
right now you want me to call him?
If I don't know, maybe we got some stuff to talk. We have a long show. We might not have time for that. What do you think?
Nah, forget it.
We'll reach out to him. We'll let you know. We'll let you know what he says because Look, any change to your swing is going to take some time. It's going to take some time. You got to commit to it. And if you're right away not seeing the changes, if it's difficult, then maybe it's not the time to do it. I don't know.
Just annoying because I was someone who did not want that much time to fix my swing. I don't want to spend time fixing my swing because there's nothing wrong with it.
Well, there was. You're losing the ball right.
That was in the sim, though. I don't trust the sim, really. You
don't trust the sim?
At all.
Yeah, well, I kind of agree with you there because my driver goes like 150 yards. But that's not really the case. Like, it's something right. About me hitting a driver in a simulator is just, I don't know if it's just that I'm inside and I'm not swinging the way I normally do or what. But
I told you last week I was sus about it because I didn't know, how the...
Please don't. Please stop doing that.
What?
Stop making up fucking words. Stop saying sus.
It's not.
Why can't you say skeptical, bro?
Sus is not skeptical.
You're a suspect.
Suspect about it.
Yeah, but suspect is not the right word. You're spectacle.
Yeah, in lieu.
In lieu. Yeah, in lieu.
Anyway,
you're skeptical.
That's why I was skeptical about it.
You were skeptical about the changes. You were worried. You were fearful. You thought maybe it's not the right thing to do. You were questioning it. Right. When
I tried it though. I didn't.
Sus. Oh, you young kids, I fucking hate it. I hate it. I hate. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Some of them are. And whatever. Fuck it. And we're moving on. Yeah. So let's talk about. So we have more calls, right? We have one more.
Oh yeah, this one is a weird one.
We had Lou. What we think was Lou. First one, we think the Brian Orion from Utah, right? Our man Manny, my guy Manny.
Just checking in.
Who's this?
Hey, Ronnie. It's Tyler S., here to complain about the levels again.
Oh, Tyler
No,
S.
but I heard you guys talking on the last podcast about the cookie factory, and I was going to tell you guys about every drive when I go into work and I'm listening to you guys. The same day I drive by the General Mills factory.
Okay.
And every morning driving by the General Mills factory, all you smell is fresh Lucky Charms.
That doesn't smell.
I don't know if the cookie factory is...
What happened?
I might have just stopped.
It cut off?
Hold on.
is as good. But, man, the smell of fresh Lucky Charms, can't beat it. Love the show, guys. Keep it up.
Keep it inside the leather. I love how everybody's kind of ending their calls with the keep it inside the leather. I'm digging it.
Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms. I mean, that's.
Lucky Charms.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Lucky Charms.
You ever try the chocolate ones?
It's not the chocolate ones are bomb. They are. I was just gonna say, they're not in my top 5 Lucky Charms. They're in my top 10 all-time cereal, but I don't think that they're in the top 5. The chocolate Lucky Charms were game changers because they very much were like the Count Chocula.
Yeah, if I'm going chocolate, though, I'm going like. Are you a big like Crave guy with like the chocolate inside?
No, God, no. Oh,
I didn't like it at first, but I like it now.
Oh, no.
If I'm going chocolate, though, Cocoa Puff.
Cocoa Puffs don't
not
do it
Cocoa
for me.
Puffs.
Rice
What's the other one?
Cocoa Krispies are good.
Cocoa Krispies.
Cocoa Krispies are good. They're okay. They're not really chocolatey
Favorite
enough.
cereal? Frosted Flakes, though.
Favorite cereal for you is Frosted Flakes?
Yeah.
I have quite a few.
Yeah.
I have quite a few. If I had to narrow it down to 3, where I can only eat 3 cereals for the rest of my life, Frosted Flakes would definitely be one of them because it's just hard to compete. One would definitely be O's.
Okay.
Quaker O's.
From Trader Joe's?
No. Quaker O's are not from Trader Joe's. They're from Quaker. They're like an Oatsy. They're like they're just good. If you haven't tried O's, try O's. Trust me, they stay hard in milk. They're very nice. They're not too sweet. They're sweet enough. And I'd have a hard time picking one more. Probably Count Chocula. I mean, just because I need to have a chocolate one too. Because I've said this before. I eat cereal for dessert.
Bro, what's the
late night? I'd rather have a bowl of cereal than ice cream sometimes.
Disgusting.
Why? What do you mean it's disgusting? What's disgusting about it?
That's not dessert food.
It is.
Dessert
of course
food,
it is.
ice
You know how much
cream,
sugar is in
cannoli.
You know how much sugar is in?
So what, cannolis, ice
There's
cream,
more sugar in some of these
cheesecake.
cereals than a friggin' sundae, for Christ's sake.
Yo, if you could eat one food for the rest of your life, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, what would it be?
You could just eat one thing for the rest of your life.
You have this one thing for breakfast
Every day. Like
yeah.
there's no changing. Grilled cheese.
Really?
100%.
Really?
Grilled cheese on white bread.
Wow.
Grilled cheese. My son says it, Daddy, make your world famous grilled cheese. I make the best grilled cheese sandwich. Perfect cheese to bread ratio. Perfect crisp on the bread. It's not a couple of methods, couple of things that I do, a couple of tricks. But grilled cheese, because you can eat it for breakfast.
You can.
You can eat it for lunch.
Yep.
And you could pound about 4 of them for dinner.
All right, folks, you know I'm a huge style guy, and the team over at Rhoback has been sending me their gear for quite some time now. I'm talking Q-zips, vest, hats, performance polos, even golf hoodies, and folks, you need to get your Rhoback gear immediately. Head over to golficity.com/Rhoback or click the link in the description below to get 15% off your first-time purchase. That's, again, 15% off by clicking the link in the description or going to golficity.com/Rhoback. For me, it would have to be chicken franchise.
No, you can't eat chicken franchise.
But it's my favorite.
You can't eat
food.
chicken franchise for breakfast, bro.
Yeah, I will. I'll do it.
See, that's the other thing. You have to think if you're only eating one thing, you're gonna get sick of that one thing.
I don't care. I love chicken.
I could eat grilled cheese all day.
I love chicken franchise.
I would be very hard up to not have a hot dog for the rest of my life.
I don't care that it's not a breakfast food. Like, I can eat that all day. It's the one food I can eat all day. Like, it's the one food that I'll have it at night. I'll have some leftovers and I'll eat it in the morning.
I have this talk with my in-laws, and like with a little party thing. I usually say 3. You can only have 3 things for the rest of your life. What you have, and I always say grilled cheese is number 1. Number 2 for me is watermelon, because watermelon is that refreshing. It's great in the summer, right? Fresh nothing better than a fresh seedless watermelon.
Yeah.
You can have it for
seedless,
breakfast.
Seedless.
It has to be seedless. It's too much of a pain in the too much work to get the seeds out. But the watermelon is good for breakfast. It's good for a little snack. And it's good for dessert, a little sweet. Same thing. I'm versatile. I've thought about this question. Not because you just said it. Like I have this ready to go. And then the third one always fluctuates, because my mother's meatballs would be very hard for me to never have one of those again. It'd be very hard for me never to have a hot dog again, because I'm such a big fucking fan of hot dogs. I would be very hard not have a steak.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Like the third one is fucking hard. Like the third one is hard, because some people are like, oh, breakfast. They pick a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner. I'm trying to be versatile.
You could have steak
grilled
and eggs.
cheese, steak and eggs. You could have for sure, but
chicken and waffles.
Steak and eggs are pretty good. Steak and eggs is a pretty good idea. Chicken and waffles.
Yeah.
Now you're really combining shit.
Right.
That's good because now you got.
But now you're 2. Like chicken and waffles. All right, that's 2.
No, chicken and waffles is like 1.
So it's a meal.
Spaghetti and meatballs is 1.
It's a meal.
It's a meal.
So then, is your question food or meal?
Well, it's meal.
Okay.
But you can't. It's got to be a dish.
So it's a dish.
It's not a food.
It's a dish. It's not one food item.
It's not one food item. It's a dish.
Right.
So for me, like a grilled cheese sandwich that's the dish. That's what you're eating.
Okay.
All right. Watermelon is my thing. I said that. Piece of pizza is you can't say piece of pizza and a salad. No, the pizza is the one thing, right?
So like if I said chicken franchise and penne vodka.
No, because
that's why I eat
chicken franchise over pasta. Because you use the franchise sauce over the pasta.
Yeah,
you can't have
regular people do. Regular people do.
You would have if you ordered a penne alla vodka, that would be one dish.
Okay.
Chicken franchise would be another dish, and you'd get one more that you have to.
See, I like having penne with my chicken franchise.
I kind of like the idea of the steak and eggs, though.
That's a good one, right?
That's a good one, but
what kind of steak?
It'd be a fillet.
Filet mignon.
Yeah, filet
mignon.
Yeah.
Medium rare.
No, medium plus.
Medium plus.
Yeah, medium plus.
I can't do that.
It's a California thing.
Medium rare, more rare for me.
No. Texture. It's texture. I used to be a well done guy. Then I was a medium well guy, and then I got not a lot of flack, but like as I got older, I started liking a little bit less tough. But for me, it's got to be medium plus. Even me, I don't want to see any red.
Oh, it's the best part. I
don't want to see any red. I want it to be. But it's a texture thing. It's got to be a little bit more firm for me. I don't like loosey goosey stuff. I like whatever.
I like when you can cut that with a spoon.
Oh God. God. No.
Just on my steak. Like I love my steak.
No,
Let us know how you like your steak.
Yeah, well, people are gonna give me shit. You're supposed to be medium rare or medium. No, fuck you. I know how. When I said this before, I think we've talked about this before. When chefs come out to the table, when I used to say butterfly and well done, please, because I like the char. I like the outside charred. Ugh. But I don't like the inside that beat up anymore. But they used to come out and they used to say, I really, the chef doesn't recommend. I don't give a fuck what the chef recommends. Look at me. Do I look like someone who doesn't know what he fucking likes to eat? Like, don't tell me. Like, if I came to you, this is the first time I'm ever ordering a steak. I'm going to go medium well. Then maybe you make a recommendation. It's obviously not my first time eating a steak.
Right.
I know. Keep your recommendations to yourself. If I do this all the time, I always ask. I can't decide. Just bring me something. I do that all the time. People are like, what? I'm like, yeah, go ahead, just pick something. I'm thinking about this, and pick one that you think is the best and bring it to me.
Right.
Let the chef pick. Whatever. I don't give a shit. But and it's a good trick. It's good. It's good kind of,
Better or not. Most times or not. It's probably like the most expensive one, right?
What?
Like if you give them 3 options.
No, to be honest, they usually don't.
Really?
They usually and I tell them, I'm like, look, price doesn't matter. I don't really care, but don't, whatever. Don't. But if you ask people, they feel it's like reverse psychology. They feel like if you ask them that, you're checking to see if they pick the most expensive.
Right.
But like honestly, they usually don't.
Really?
They usually don't. I say, look, I want your honest opinion. If you had to pick these 3 for your shift meal, which one would it be? And if you can't make a decision, ask the chef which one does he cook the best. Give me that one.
Right.
And it's usually fish because I don't like cooking fish at the house. I don't like when the house smells like fish. I need to order fish when I go out because I don't cook it at home. Right. I cook a mean steak. I cook really good. So it's like
steak is so good. Dude. I want a steak now.
So yeah. So I think the steak and eggs is tough, but I gotta tell you, the chicken and waffles, that was a fucking changer right there for me. Because you could have the waffles or the grilled cheese for breakfast. You could have the chicken for lunch or dinner. You could have the grilled cheese for lunch or dinner.
Right.
Steak and eggs is tough. I can't get watermelon out. I got to have a dessert. I'm not a big breakfast person.
So here you go. Why don't you go
a bowl of watermelon for breakfast for me is usually enough.
Why don't you go steak and eggs because then you have the steak for dinner. You can go chicken and waffles. You can have that for lunch or brunch. You can have good chicken and waffles.
But then I'm losing either the watermelon, the hot dogs,
or you can still have the watermelon, hot dogs, or grilled cheese.
No, you can't. That's 4.
You're losing one of those.
Watermelon is 1. That's not leaving.
Oh, so chicken
grilled
waffles.
Cheese is not leaving.
So
3 has got to be either hot dogs, chicken and waffles, or steak and eggs. Steak and eggs and chicken and waffles way more versatile. But I think I'm going to get. See, the hot dog, I'll get sick of the hot dogs, too.
See, but you'll get more.
I'll get sick of the hot dogs.
What's healthier now? Look at like a healthier standpoint.
Steak and eggs would be healthier because
there you
there's
go.
no carbs.
Go with that.
Yeah, but
if you ever wanted to, like,
this is all you're eating for the rest of your life, you really give a shit about calories?
Well, let's say one day you want to let me work out. Then you're gonna want to eat healthy.
Oh, I mean, then I just wouldn't eat the waffles and rip the skin off the yeah. Anyway,
steak and eggs it is.
We're talking way too much about this stuff. What was the question? The caller?
There was no
Lucky Charms. No, that's cool. I mean, I don't know, how would Lucky Charms actually smell? Like, how would making General Mills makes a lot of stuff. I'm curious to know, how does he know, or why it was? Who was that? Trevor? Tyler. I knew it was a T. How does he know that it's Lucky Charms that are being made on that day? Because General Mills makes a ton of shit. But I bet it smells great. I mean, all those types of factories. I mean, that's pretty cool. But yeah, so he knows what I'm talking about with the smells. The smells are good coming from these places. All right, what do we got? What else we got going on here? We got that was all the calls, right?
Yeah, we're about 50 minutes in.
No way. 30. 50 minutes in. Jesus Christ. All right, let's get into the players. JT pulls it out. Our man, Justin Thomas, takes the cake, the $2.7 million first place prize.
One of the highest on tour.
It is one of the bigger ones. Yeah, I mean that I thought to myself, wow, that seems like it's pretty high.
Yeah, that's what
I wonder what the total purse was. See slow-mo. Where's slow-mo? We need slow-mo here to just find these things up, because I don't want you on your phone. Should be in the box.
He has a stomach bug.
He's got a bug. He's got a bug in his stomach. Lee Westwood, runner-up again. Bridesmaid yet again.
Thinking about steak now.
Stop. All right, anyway. Lee Westwood, runner-up again. 2 weeks in a row. He's playing good golf, folks.
Bro,
he's
Bro, isn't that amazing?
Plupping his way around the course. He's not long, and I'll tell you what, he's got a good game for this next course.
Yep.
He's got a good game for this next course. He doesn't hit it very long off the tee, but he's pretty freaking accurate, folks.
Are we a lock for money? Lee Westwood top 10 finish this week on the Honda Classic. If he's in the field, lock that up right now on FanDuel.
I'll bet you because he's finished runner-up 2 weeks in a row, the odds are not going to be very good.
But
I think,
is that a lock? It's a lock bet. Is it a more?
If he's playing, is it a lock? Yeah, I think so.
I think so too. Top 10 Honda Classic. Even it might still be plus something for top 10. It's definitely gonna be minus for top 20.
I like Lee Westwood.
See, now there was a picture. This is fucking crazy. There was a picture on Instagram, and it was Lee Westwood at the Players on the 17 green, 22 years apart on a championship Sunday at the Players.
Yeah,
22 years apart. He's been on tour for that long.
He's been around for a while. I liked him.
That's more than me, dog.
I liked him after I saw some videos he did with what's his name? What's the big YouTuber over there?
Rick Shields?
Crossfeld.
Oh.
Crossfeld. Rich. What's his name? Rick. Is it Rick? No, not Rick Shields. Crossfeld. Mark Crossfeld.
I have no
Mark.
idea.
I think it's Mark. Anyway, Crossfeld. The guy with the glasses.
Okay, yeah.
He's good. He played some rounds with Lee Westwood, and you got to really like understand Lee and hear him kind of on the course and stuff like that. They did a little challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Crossfeld and his guy against Lee. And Lee, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. I kind of dig him. I've always kind of liked him a little bit. You know, he's short off the tee. He's not very long, which which
is weird because he's a big guy.
Yeah, but he's accurate, man.
He's huge.
He's playing really good. He is a big dude. He's an older guy, though, right?
He's huge, though. He's massive.
He's in his 40s, right?
Has to be.
22 years on tour. I mean, he's probably,
At least 22 years.
At least 42 at the minimum, right? He's got to be up there in the mid-40s.
He's got to be older than you.
Yeah, he's probably close to me, yeah.
How old are you?
42.
96? I mean, 42.
78. 42 years old.
So
I'll be 43.
He has to be at least 50.
No.
He has to be older than my father.
No. All right, you're allowed to use your phone for a minute. Google and try to see how old Lee Westwood is. But Bryson DeChambeau, folks, I mean, not for nothing. Shit the bet on Sunday. Had the 54-hole lead, right? He was going into Sunday with the lead. Paired up with Lee Westwood on the final grouping there, back-to-back weeks. It would have been really nice to see my man Bryson, who, by the way, pretty sure, check me if I'm wrong.
He's 40. He's 47.
47. Yeah, that makes sense. I said he's So he probably started on tour when he was, early mid-20s, 23, something like that. Bryson's using that same old driver.
Yep, confirmed.
Confirmed. You confirmed it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Cobra might have a problem on their hands, man. Did anything come out last week about about it?
Not that I know of, no.
Did they make a statement as to what's going on, why he's not using it?
Not that I saw.
I mean, could it possibly be 2 weeks in a row he felt that driver was better for the course that he was at?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, like here's the thing.
I don't
like,
know.
why would you change if you just won? Why would you change your bag around at all?
Yes. Again, then look, I was trying to figure out which scenario was proper. Was it he just thought that driver was better for that course?
There's no good look for Cobra here because, again, if he went back to last year's driver, different story. But he went back 5 years and to a driver that they're not even making anymore.
Yeah, it's
so that's what like. If I'm Cobra, I'm really upset now. It's 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row. He's not using our new stuff.
You can't even get.
It's gotta hurt sales. It has to.
You can't. There's no way in hell that you could tell me that they're still funding to make that driver. You can't buy that driver on the site. I just don't, unless it's a secondhand seller, unless it's one of these other
Second
sites.
Second Swing's
right.
another one,
but
or on eBay.
They're not making money off of that.
Second Swing, get out of Second Swing.
they're not making money off of that.
No, of course not. No.
Yeah, so that's why if I'm Cobra now, I'm pissed.
It's getting to that point. Like you would have thought that he would have come out and said, and he might have. I mean, give a quick search just to see if there's an article, if he made a statement or something as to why he went to the old driver, because they even said it on the telecast 2 weeks ago when he won. They said he's not even using the driver that goes the furthest. He went back, he's using one that he doesn't hit the furthest. And he was cranking 377 and 370, Saturday and Sunday. So there's something up. I thought maybe we gave him the benefit of the doubt. We said maybe he was not using that driver. He was using the driver from 5 years ago, whatever, because it shaped the shot better for that particular course. But 2 weeks in a row now, you're right. I agree. Why make any changes after you just won? And then again, he was, 54-hole lead. He was in the lead. He was in the mix all day Saturday. Kind of had a nice birdie on Saturday. Bumped his way up. And Sunday, didn't he duff one?
Yeah. Did you see him duff one on 6? And then immediately after the duff shot, he yanked. And he didn't yank it. He pushed it hard. That
was a double bogey, right?
Double bogey.
That's what just blew everything up for him.
Pretty much.
And then he just unraveled after that.
He
right?
went from second place or third place. He went from first or second place to.
He started the
place.
day at first. And he tried. I mean, that was a tight board. On Saturday, it was really cool. There was like 12 or 13 people all within a stroke.
Yeah.
Like, that was really, really good golf. And then Sunday was tough, man.
Tight.
Sunday was tough. There was a lot. 50-something balls in the water?
I think over the weekend it was that
like,
much.
That was just, that was like.
That's crazy number, right?
It's a lot, man. And for these people that are so accurate and so pinpoint.
They fucked them on Thursday. They put the pin at the back of the green, and nobody could stick anything. Literally, it would hit.
Yeah.
And fall right off.
Yeah, I mean.
Bounce, roll, fall right off. You can't do nothing about that.
No, you can't. Which is, it's good. I'm glad that they're making them difficult. They need to be difficult. I like seeing numbers like that, because what do people, when they're playing in the water, what do? People get, we're going to talk about it in a minute, people get a little psychologically messed up when they talk about water. Right? So we had Bryson, so he used the old Cobra, the old LTD. He kind of choked on Sunday after he duffed that ball, shanked it, and then all of a sudden double bogey. What's that?
He made a comeback.
Yeah, I mean, he made it close. I mean, everybody was kind of in the hunt there. There was a big group of people, but shout out to JT, still not wearing any sponsored clothing. We think that it's a Peter Millar unlogoed Peter Millar. His father was wearing some FootJoy shirts, but he's a teacher, so that might be why. We're still waiting to see what JT's going to do as far as a clothing contract. But his price just keeps going up. He just keeps winning. That's the second time, right? Since the whole debacle with Polo, he won 2.
Not you don't think it was the first?
I don't
know the exact date, so I can't.
I don't. I thought maybe. No, I thought he won again.
I think it's one.
I don't know. We might have to check that.
Last time he won, I think, was Kapalua, right?
I don't know. My memory is really bad. I just remember. I remember having this conversation.
I don't think he won though. I don't think so.
All right, well, maybe not. But either way, I mean, he wins. Now all of a sudden, hey, look, it's another tournament that you could have had your logo on, Polo. when he's raising the trophy and all. But good for him. I like JT. I feel like he got a bad rap. I feel like the whole situation was handled incorrectly, and he got a little bit too much flack for kid made a mistake. It is what it is. But he's obviously a great golfer. $2.7 million to him. Congratulations to JT. Lee Westwood runner up again. He's a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Why do I say this looks like a little bit like polo now?
Who?
I mean, sorry, like FootJoy.
Who?
What this man was wearing.
What JT was wearing?
Yeah. Let me see if I can.
I mean, it's kind of natural that he would go there that way, but I kind of feel like he's more of a designer kind of guy. I mean, he went to polo for a reason. Yeah. I kind of like the versatility of being able to wear whatever you're sponsored to wear, all the time, everywhere. I think that's a huge key. When you're looking into who to wear. But how to play water. So Bryson actually had a 71.
Yeah.
On Sunday. That's not going to win you a tournament.
So I'm trying to
-1's not going to cut it on a Sunday.
I'm looking back. I don't see nothing with JT. JT didn't win since the whole debacle.
When's his last win?
I would have to dive in deep for that. And we're doing a show.
Really?
Here.
I mean, you just Google Justin Thomas career wins.
We're doing a show here, so.
We are doing a show here. We should have maybe had some of these stats prior. We knew we were talking about JT. He just won.
Our stat guy's not here.
That's true. He's not. He's got a bug. He's got the bug. But no, and then this week, so moving forward, we got the Honda Classic.
He won the Zozo. Yeah, he ran the Zozo.
There we go.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, what am I saying? He didn't win the Zozo. Players is his last one.
No shit, he just won the Players.
Yeah.
For the first time. So you're saying he won last year Players?
I'm trying to click it. Click.
Let's go. Click. We're just running a show here. 41 minutes and 55 seconds into the show here. We're giving dead air.
I'm not sure. It's not like this computer's messed up.
No, your phone is messed up.
$5 million though.
What's $5 million?
That's how much he's got.
What do you mean? He got 2.7.
Official money this year is $505 million.
Definitely won again.
No, he's gotten some top 2s.
Oh, that's true.
Threes.
Yeah, that goes back to the whole what's his name stat when he goes, well, they pay a lot for 15th place or 10th place, something like that.
Yeah, Kevin Kisner.
Kisner goes, well, if you know that you can't win at these courses, why even play? Well, because they pay a lot for 15th place,
right?
Which is true.
I love that.
But the Honda Classic, let's talk about it. Let's or should we talk about water first? Let's talk about water. Let's go water. Water. We had issues with water in the last.
This is bothering me.
What?
What was his last win?
Oh my God, you're harping. Just don't talk about it. Just be about it. Find it. Tell me when you find it. So water, folks. So I play with a couple of people that are deathly afraid of water. When they see water, they right away they just think they're going to hit it in the water, and it's a mindset. Philly Bucket has a problem with water. I've won a lot of money against Philly Bucket, betting him one-off shot that he's going to go into the water. Some people just can't handle the mental part of the water. Now, obviously, that's not the case with these pros. It was just how difficult the course was. But I'm just saying, for an everyday golfer, you got to really take the water out. Like, you can't be afraid of it. You got to just swing, because the moment you tense up, the moment you try to take a little off it because you're afraid of the water, the ball's going to go all over the place. You're going to go into the water. It's going to be like a magnet, Billy Sayers, a friend of mine that not a friend of mine.
He won a WGC last year.
What?
He won a WGC, FedEx St. Jude Invitational.
That's his last win?
Yeah.
All right, so this was the first win with no polo.
Right.
Okay. All right. You were right.
It wasn't a matter of being wrong.
No, yeah, no, I know. I could have sworn we talked so much about it. I guess it was just when he does win, you're going to be whatever. So anyway, so water. So do you have any issues with water?
I don't.
When you're coming up on an island green type of thing, or you gotta, okay. So let me ask you this question: You got 187 yards to the pin over water, right? Par 5, second shot. We'll say 200 yards, right? Over water, second shot. Or are you you're laying up off to the right and then coming in with a better angle? So you have a better angle. Wind is better. Wind is going right to left. Okay. Wind is going.
If wind's a factor.
Wind is in. Let me hear you. 200-yard shot, 202 to the flag. Second shot, par 5.
Yeah.
You're going over a crap ton of water. All right, a lot of water.
Front of the green, side of the green, where we?
The water runs up. There's a bunker protecting the front of the green if you're going for it. They want the course was designed to have you go around, right? They want you to play it safe, but they know people are going to go for it, so they're making it they're going to torture you, right? So 200 yards, got to go over water. 190 to carry the water, right? Bunker right there, front of the green.
Second shot, par 5.
Second shot, par 5, right? And you're playing good. Let's just say you're 1 over through 3. All right, you're having a good start to your round.
Terrible start.
All right, whatever a good start is for you, okay?
3
You're
under.
feeling good.
3 under.
Oh God, shut up.
All right, 1 over.
Stop. You're even par through 3.
Okay.
All right, coming off a nice par putt, nice birdie putt to bring you even.
Okay.
Whatever. What are you doing? You got the wind right to left. You
And
got 190 carry to get over the water, and then you got to worry about a bunker. So really, you need about a 205 shot to clear it. Say the pin's in the middle, whatever. Wind going right to left. Are you taking that risk, or are you laying up to a number here knowing that you got the wind to your back going in and you got a beautiful angle with nothing in front of the green? So you got no bunker in front of the green, your beautiful lineup right, boom. Nice. What are you thinking? What shot are you making?
every time I'm going for it. And my only purpose,
Every time you're going for it.
the only thing I'm thinking about is just give me a number I need to do to get over the water. I don't care if I miss it, right or left, because unless it's
Left, you're in the water.
left, I'm in the water.
Left,
so then
you're in the water.
So I don't care if I miss it right at all.
Correct.
Bunkers do not scare me. Water do not scare me. If I'm in a bunker for my third shot, if I'm in a bunker for eagle, I'm okay with that. If I'm off the green for eagle,
Because you're
I'm okay with
confident
that.
you're going up and down out of the bunker
Yeah.
for par.
Right. Or even
So-
birdie. Yeah.
Well, take it easy. You're not making fucking shots out of the bunker.
Yes, I am, bro.
Stop, bro. Well, maybe 2%.
Do you not remember Rock's
Yeah.
friend?
No,
Okay.
I've seen you go out of the bunker into the hole. Yes, I have.
Okay.
But you're not doing it with any
know.
regularity that you're not.
Right,
you're-
no, but
you're-
I'm saying
you're-
I'm still giving my good. Like, the only reason at that point that I'm, going for it on my second shot anyway, obviously is for an eagle, but it really is to just set up that birdie. So I'm still confident enough that I, from a bunker, can still make the birdie that I want. And if I make par, okay, I make par, I'm still even, So I'm not scared to be in a bunker if water is in front of the green. I'm just give me a number to get over the
Okay,
green.
so let me tell you this. You're playing in a big money match. All right? You're playing in an event, big money. Like really enough money to make your balls shrivel up just a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit where you're nervous, like, oh no, if I lose this, I'm gonna be fucked,
Right.
right? I can't pay rent, whatever it
Right.
may be. Car payment, the whole nine.
Right,
You're nervous. You're started off terrible. You're 3 over. Okay. Are you still going for it?
Yes.
Because are you going for it because you want to make up for the 3 strokes that you're down? Or now here's the thing. You pull that just a tad, or you come up a little short. Remember, the wind's going that way too, so you got to play the wind.
If the wind's going that way, I'm good.
No, the wind is going
Opposite way?
towards the water.
Okay.
The wind is going from right to left. The water is in front and to the left of the green.
It's like horseshoe, like a little J or L, whatever. J.
Reverse J.
Okay.
So yeah, the wind's going that way. So now you're really still, because if you go in the water, you're toast. You're done. That
Now
big money.
Am
now,
I hitting second or first?
You're hitting your second shot.
No, I know. But if it's against you, I'm gonna hit second because that means you would be away, right?
Yeah. What are you doing? You're not playing against me. You're playing against somebody for big money.
Okay.
You're playing against Keith Jarvis, and he's giving you some strokes, but you're really down because he's 2 under and you're 3 over through 3. And you're like, holy shit! You go in the water and you screw this up, you're in trouble. What are you gonna do? You still going for it?
Of course, that shit doesn't scare me. Like, I don't think about that when
All
I'm.
right. I'm
Especially if I'm 3 over, I'm going for it all day.
All right, well, that might be the mentality of a single-digit golfer, but I know the majority of people out there, you don't want to compound those mistakes, okay? You want to
understand.
play a nice, smooth 7-iron, right?
And I'm not
Stay
trying to be-
out of the water completely. I would aim to the far right of the fairway, let that wind pull the ball a little bit into the center of the fairway, right? Nice layup shot, and even if you hook it a little bit, if you're aiming for the far right, you're not going to go in the water. You're going to be completely safe, and you got a 100-yard shot coming in. That's the best play, because now you get it close and you play for pars. You play for pars when you're over a 12, 13, 14 handicap. You can't really mess with that stuff because the odds of you hitting a shot 200 yards over water, it's difficult. I mean, I know I can do it. I know I can get my hybrid there. I know I can get my hybrid there, and I'm usually not afraid of the water. I don't let it affect me mentally, but I'm also worried about my score.
Yeah.
Because if it does, you're in trouble.
I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm just saying, like,
you're doing a good job of being cocky.
Well, no, I'm
you might
just,
not
like,
be trying to do it, but you are.
Do you know me? Like, that shit does not bother me. It just doesn't bother me. Like, I don't think about water. I don't think, oh my God, there's water. I don't think, oh my God, there's a bunker there. Like, I'm okay with being in trouble. Like, if I'm in trouble, okay. So, like, I feel that makes me a better golfer when I'm not scared of like being in a bunker, and when I'm not scared of being
yeah, because you're loose, you're loosey goosey, you're not worried about anything, you're going for it. You know, you're just playing the game, and but what I'm saying is, so many golfers can't do that.
Yeah,
the average golfer is looking at water, and the first thing they're saying is, "Oh shit."
It's the same thing with a bunker.
And if you got that, oh shit, you're right, 100%. The bunker the same way. I am that way with the bunker.
And what I'm telling you is, like, I became a better golfer when I was not scared to be in a bunker anymore.
Yeah, no, that's my issue is with the bunkers. I have no issues with the water. The water doesn't affect me. I tend to go over it, you know, and you know, I don't tense up when I'm hitting over water. Water doesn't bother me. Bunkers do. It got to the point where there's a lot of times in my last couple of years that I would actually aim for the bunkers. Because if I hit the bunkers, then it's like, all right, good, I hit a good shot. You know, and it won't bother me that I'm in the bunker because I'm aiming for the bunker.
Right.
But odds are, if I'm aiming for a bunker, I mean, I'm usually 10 feet one way or the other, and at the best. So it's like if I'm aiming for the bunker and I hit it 10 feet left, I'm good. But if I'm trying to hit it to the right of the bunker, and you know what I mean? Like I put myself in bad spots. So.
Right.
So
what I'm trying to say,
so water, just don't let water affect you. I mean, it's hard not to do though, but if it does affect you, you got to just find a way to play it safe.
Yeah.
It's not worth the risk
of
hitting it over water if you're not confident in your irons. I mean, it's not an easy thing. I'm sure your lie's got to come into play a little bit, you know, trees and all that other stuff. But for the most part, I think you're better off on a par 5. Laying it up, coming in with a nice shot, you know, pick your numbers, 80 yards, 75 yards, 125 yards, whatever club you're really, really, really comfortable with. You got to find that pitching wedge, that 9-iron, 8-iron, whatever it may be that you're super confident with, and you're just better off laying up to that number. It might be a 7-iron and then an 8-iron. You know, that might be your better mix. But you want to get to that 8-iron. You want to find that 8-9 pitch attack, whatever that best club is, sand wedge, whatever. Always hit to the number and lay up. Don't be afraid. Don't let the water really affect you. If it does, stay away from it. Do anything you can to stay away from it.
See, but now you're playing defense.
Sometimes you have to.
Yeah, no, you do.
Sometimes you have to.
I'd rather be like, if I don't have to play defense, I don't want to.
Bogey golf is good, man. There's nothing wrong with bogey golf. You're shooting 89, 88, 91. That's all you got to do, and just maybe somehow pick off a few pars, and you're really in a good shot of shooting 85.
Yeah,
that's the mentality of somebody like a 13, 14, 15 hat handicap. You got to just stay away from making mistakes. The big mistakes are the water, the OB drives. It's not necessary. Play smart game. But all right, anyway, let's get to the Honda Classic, PGA National, Bear Trap. Bear Trap is huge. The Bear Trap is scary for a lot of pros. All right, it's set to be the hardest 3-hole stretch in golf. I mean, Amen Corner is pretty nasty as well. I think those are the two that people really nervous about. You know, I mean, it's 15, 16, and 17 at PGA National. All right, where is that? It's in Palm. Is it Palm Desert?
Palm Beach.
It's Florida, right?
Yeah, Florida.
Palm Beach, Florida.
We're in the Florida swing right now.
So PGA National Golf Course, Honda Classic. The Bear Trap is what it's known. I got the whole picture of Jack there with the Bear Trap, the whole bronze statue and all. It's super hard. Jack had said with this 3-hole stretch, 15, 16, and 17. Every tournament played there, no matter what you do, is won on those 3 holes. You're either in the clubhouse or you're in the outhouse. You're either in the penthouse or you're 6 feet under the ground. It is the hardest stretch. It is phenomenally tough. And here's the thing: length means nothing when it comes to the Bear Trap. This whole course, for the most part, it's about precision. But these 3 holes specifically, it doesn't matter if you hit the ball. Jack said, it doesn't matter if you hit the ball 1,000 yards.
That's why
if you're not precise, these 3 holes will destroy your round.
That's why I love Lee Westwood this week.
You're liking Lee Westwood for that.
Top 10, like top 10 finish.
Yeah, and it's like all those good strikers. Those are the ones you got to go with. The long balls are not helping anybody this week.
Like a Colin Morikawa.
You like Colin Morikawa this week.
Who's like has a perfect combination of ball striking and he has a good enough distance.
Yeah, I think he's another one that you got to look for this week. But I do think that this is going to be fun. I like watching this one. The Players was a great one to watch. You had some big names high up in the board. They were all nice and close. Let's hope for it again. Watching like the last 2-3 groups on Sunday, watching 15, 16, and 17 is a phenomenal app. It's just a great golf stretch right there with those 3 holes.
18's a great.
I'm excited. 18
at Players. 18 was a great hole, but at Honda Classic it's a good closing hole at the Honda Classic is 18.
I can't remember. What's it about? What do you know about it? Anything?
It's like this. Off the top of my head, no. I remember from playing it on the game.
On the video game, on the PGA Tour game that we played. Yeah.
But 18 is a good closing hole. I like the bear trap. The reason I like 18 too is because you're coming right out of the bear trap, and like everyone's all flustered and shit. And they don't know what to do at that point, and they're like, well, now do we make up strokes? Do we preserve it? Like, it's 18, like, you're done already. You got to figure out what to do. And coming off the bear trap is, like, just a mess. It's like cleanup. You got to play cleanup now.
Yeah, you do.
It, like, really, you can't score on 18.
You're screwed. You got to try to make up. This is fun. I like seeing these pros squirm a little.
They struggle with the Players a lot.
They did. It's a tough course. They're not messing around.
14 under was the winner, and it wasn't.
That's
that's not high. I mean,
no, I don't like it when it's 28 under. I don't like those when they're just ripping up the course. I like when they make it really hard for them. And this is a perfect example that how far you hit the ball means absolutely nothing here.
So I think that too. Think about it, API wasn't that high of a score either. I think just Florida golf is hard in general. You got that grass, you got that wind at times, you got the weather that may come into factor, conditions. I think Florida golf is just hard in general.
Yeah, I mean, Florida golf is good. It's good. It's hot in the summertime. It's too hot, though. That's a perfect time right there.
It's not hot right now. It's like 70.
Right now, it's perfect in Florida right now. It really is. But what else we got? So we got So let us know what you think about the Honda Classic. We got some swag come in. Little WACG right there. The AM Tour. They sent us a couple of hats. They sent me a nice polo, little 3X. Shout out to them for hooking up the big guy. You see, we got the logo right there.
We golf the world, baby.
We golf the world. I love the logo though. The flag with all the flags inside the flag.
Yeah.
It's the flags inside the flag. Pretty cool. I like it. So shout out to those guys for hooking up a 3X for the big guy. I can't wait to wear that in some of our videos. Speaking of videos, we got a cool one coming out for our friends over at Towel Tag, right? We got to go.
Yeah, that should be a good.
That's going to drop really soon. It's a really good one.
Vessel giveaways out.
Are you sure it's going to be out when this airs? Because I know it's not out right now. See this bag right here, folks? Check out that Vessel video because you'll learn more about that bag and how to possibly win that bag. All right? So check that out. Keep a lookout for everything. So, again, what else we got? Whoa. I feel like I'm missing something. What am I missing?
Here's a question.
You got a question?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you got?
It's kind of like
we got a few minutes here.
People
are used to our hour-long shows.
We got like a Monday hypothetical here.
Okay.
Would you rather play golf once a week at a different country club? We'll say a different country club in New Jersey once a week.
Any club I want.
Any club, but that's the only day you can play. Is that Sunday?
It's Sunday. Okay.
Right.
I can only play on Sunday.
Right.
Okay.
Or play every day at a course that you have to pay at, but at the country club you're playing for free.
So I can play any day I want during the week.
Uninterrupted.
No job, no kids, no nothing.
But
I can play around every day.
Playing at a muni and you're paying.
At a municipal course.
And you're paying.
And I'm paying.
Yes.
Or
at a country club for free.
I could play a country club, anyone I want, once a week for free.
We'll say once every other week. I think it's a little harder. Or once. You think once a month's harder? We'll keep it once every other week.
So 2 rounds a month at any exclusive country club I want in New Jersey or anywhere.
We'll start New Jersey. New Jersey has some of the top courses.
Or I could play
every day.
Every day, whenever I want.
Yep.
I could go.
You want to play on a Sunday you want to play on a Monday afternoon? Go ahead. You want to play on a Tuesday afternoon? Go ahead.
But in the other scenario, I can only play once every 14 days.
Yeah.
But it's top-notch golf.
Top-notch country club. Caddy. Well, I'll throw a caddy in there.
Oh, with a caddy and everything, huh?
Because if we're playing top-notch CCs, you got to have a caddy. This week you're playing Plainfield. Next week you're playing Baltusrol. The following week you're playing Montclair.
that sounds real. No, you said every other week.
Every other week, yeah. But the next time you're playing my
every week would have made it. It would have made it easier to say.
Yeah.
You made it harder with saying every other week. So.
But like
I don't know, man. I like playing golf.
It's like you said, like
golf.
It's you know, maybe in the it's Jersey, so like you said for this week, like it's your off week. If you were to pick the country club, like it's a really nice day, you can't play, but then Sundays come in that your day that you can play and it's gonna be 40. But on Tuesday,
it's raining all day.
Right. On Tuesday it was 70 and you could have played then, but you can't play.
I think even without that coming into the equation, I still think I'm playing every day.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think so too. I think I would much rather be able to play around every day.
You know what?
Even if I'm paying for it, I don't know.
You know what? At my point in career,
it's not an easy one to answer. It's not an easy one to
answer.
My
point in the career, I wouldn't want to play at the country club because I would want to save some money that way, I guess you can say.
All right, let's throw this into it. You can't watch the Dolphins on any Sunday, but you can play.
I already do that, so.
You what?
I can't watch the Dolphins in the Northeast.
Oh, because you don't get the package. All right, so never mind. It doesn't matter. Because if you asked me if I had to choose between playing golf every Sunday wherever I wanted or watching the Jets, that would be really, really, really hard.
See, but it's easy now because you got this stuff on your phone.
No, you can't watch it.
You can't. Can you check the score?
No. Well, yeah, but you can't watch the game. I mean, but I think that would be more hard. That would be a harder one for me because I wouldn't be able to never play golf again. But I don't think I would also be able to never watch a football game again. That would be really hard.
I think I could do without it. I could just check the score.
I mean, I think after a couple of years, you're not going to give a shit about the score. You're going to be completely like, I don't care.
Right.
But then there's going to come a time where you can't really play golf anymore either. You're going to be like, it's going to hurt your body. You're going to be too old to play golf. I don't know. Those are tough ones. Tell us what you think. Give us one of those. Someone give us a call in. And give us with a hypothetical. Throw that out. Give us a question about golf you want us to answer at the beginning of the show. Then hit us with a hypothetical for the end. We'll do that every week. We'll try to do what would you rather. We'll call it what would you rather type of thing at the end of every show. Shout out to our friends over at WAGC, the AM Tour. We golf the world. Check that out. We got some stuff coming out with them in the near future this year. We got a lot of stuff that we're trying to work on, folks. We're trying to put, as soon as this weather breaks for legit, we're trying to get on the course, bring you some course content. We got some tournaments that we're going to be entering. We're trying to do some type of virtual thing for our fans to get everybody kind of involved.
We're
working out stuff with that. We're working out the sponsorships. Listen, I know everybody's been talking about the levels.
We're trying to put on a tournament.
Yes, we're trying to put on a tournament for anybody here in the Northeast.
Or whoever wants to come hang out.
Yeah, fly in, play with us. We're going to try to host something. We're
fun.
We got that in the works. We're trying to figure out what course and what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. But I want to do, we might be doing a giveaway. We're going to try to shout out to a couple of headphone companies, maybe like a Bose or a Beats or something like that. We might have to see if we could do this. I want to offer somebody. We'll do a little giveaway action.
Not starting right now. Let's just throw it out there.
What's that?
It's not going to be today.
No, it's not going to be today. No, I'm just saying. I want everybody talks about the levels because I yell. I'm a yeller. Right. I yell. I get it. I get excited. I get loud. Right. And I might be blowing out a few speakers out there. So we're gonna might have to find a way to see if we can give away a good set of beats.
You have to be subscribed to the YouTube channel.
Oh, of course. Obviously, you got to be subscribed to the YouTube channel
No.
And the Instagram. You got to what?
It's exclusive YouTube only.
Why? Why would it be YouTube only?
Because I'm going to clip out that thing that you just said, post it on Instagram, get YouTube.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So anyway, I got to work it out. We got to call our guy. Who's our guy? Tommy Two Tones. We got to call Tommy Two Tones. We got to say, listen, we need somebody with headphones. I'm going to go to Best Buy and see what's going on over there. If I get a set on sale, maybe I'll just buy it myself and give it away to somebody because I do feel for you fans. For my fans. I do feel for you if you're worried about the levels. But listen, we love having you guys here. Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for everybody who called in. It's awesome. Keep them coming. The number is down here in the corner. When you want to call in, just check it out. Let us know some hypotheticals. Do us a favor, as always, folks. Keep it inside the leather!